So there's no doubt that Mercedes have had a lot of work to do over the winter following a difficult 2022 season, and ahead of 2023, the team have revealed big changes as team boss Toto Wolff made an admission about Lewis Hamilton. But before we begin, if you enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and also subscribe for more Formula 1 content. And you can follow me on Twitter at James_Formula1 and there'll be a link in the description. So as we know, one of the big problems Mercedes had last year was porpoising. I mean, at the start of the season it cost Mercedes so much performance as they had to raise the car, which reduced downforce. While the team did get on top of it as the season went on, it was always there and was something that caused Mercedes more pain than it did with other teams. Now the porpoising problem was always likely to return with F1 moving to ground effect type cars, and Mercedes technical director Mike Elliott has now admitted that whilst the team talked about porpoising in the design stage of the W13, they found it very expensive to model it in the CFD simulation. He was quoted by Automotor and Sport as saying, "We didn't expect there to be no problems at all, but none of the simulations gave any indication of how serious the problem would be. I think everyone's had that experience. It's very difficult to replicate the problem in the wind tunnel, and it'd be very expensive to model it in the CFD simulation. That's why we didn't use the resources allowed by the regulations in the CFD to simulate bouncing." Now according to motorsport.com, Mercedes understood quite early on in 2022 that it needed to upgrade their design tools, so future updates could address the aerodynamic issues causing porpoising. And it's understood that Mercedes' efforts to improve its design tools were concentrated on making its CFD systems more efficient so they could better model the porpoising problem. Trackside engineering director Andrew Shovlin was quoted by motorsport.com as saying, "The way that we're working, the way that we're assessing developments on the car, that's what we've been investing in. And that investment has meant that the car we were racing on track is perhaps not as quick as it would have been if we'd gone flat out with our development heads on. But it was very much a case of trying to crack the code of what's happening with these cars aerodynamically. And once we could understand that, development-wise it's a bit like the lights have suddenly come on again and we can see where we're going and we know what we want to chase for future performance." So going into 2023, Hamilton has entered the final year of the most recent deal he signed with Mercedes in 2021. Now during the 2022 season, Hamilton did admit that he wants to stay in F1 a while longer, with contract talks set to go ahead with Mercedes over the winter period. But while Hamilton did say that retiring as world champion would be his dream, he claimed he sometimes has thoughts about not continuing, and hinted any new deal would likely be short. And if you want to find out more, I'll leave a link to a video in the description. Now Hamilton is 38, but he's still driving at an extremely high level and still has every chance in 2023 of becoming an 8-time world champion. And Wolff agrees, saying that Hamilton is always hungry for success. He was quoted by the F1 website as saying, "He's always eager. He's a great sportsman, but he's also someone that's extremely driven and determined." But speaking about Hamilton's contract, Wolff admitted that while agreeing terms with Hamilton over a new deal was on his winter to do this, there's no firm deadline. He added, "Well, the job this is pretty long with what's needed to be done. Certainly Lewis's contract is one of the topics that we'll tackle over the winter, but there's no firm deadline." Now Hamilton has driven for Mercedes since 2013, and so far has picked up 6 of his 7 drivers' titles with them, as well as helping the team secure 8 constructors' titles in a row. And Wolff does believe that Hamilton will continue. He added, "Lewis is part of the team, and the team is part of Lewis. There's no reason not to continue." But what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care. Bye.